Hey, what's up everybody? Before we get started with this video, I just want to remind everybody that today is the very last day that you can enter our giveaway. I'm giving away a speaker system, and all you have to do to enter is subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and comment below with your favorite superhero. That can be from Marvel, from DC, from anywhere. It could even be Goku. For those of you that have been asking, yes, it does help your chances to comment on all other videos. I'm going to be randomly selecting a video and then randomly selecting a comment. I'm only going to select a comment from videos that I released after I announced the giveaway, nothing before. If you haven't seen Avengers Infinity War yet, what are you doing? It's been out forever now. But really, it's an amazing movie and you need to go see it, like ASAP. And besides that, spoiler alert, because I'm going to talk about some stuff that happened. So after the movie came out, a lot of the fans were blaming Starlord for the Avengers losing to Thanos in the movie because he kept them from getting the Infinity Gauntlet from Thanos. So ultimately, the fan base is blaming Starlord for Thanos wiping out half of the universe. A lot of you asked me about this, and I ended up doing a video on it, and you can catch that video in the link above, and it basically describes how it's not Starlord's fault. This was all part of Doctor Strange's plan. It was part of the one scenario where they win, and it went exactly as it was supposed to. It wasn't his fault. But there have recently been some new developments. It turns out that if you do in fact think it is Star-Lord's fault, then you also think it's Thor's fault. With so many fans jumping to this conclusion of blaming Star-Lord, directors Joe and Anthony Russo weighed in on the subject. Here's what Joe and Anthony Russo had to say on Star-Lord punching Thanos in the face and ultimately ruining the Avengers getting the Infinity Gauntlet from Thanos. Anthony Russo said, "Thor also let his emotions get the better of him. Thor could have killed Thanos more quickly than he tried to with the axe. He showed up and he took a moment, because of his anger, because of his motivation, to tell Thanos that he told him he would die, and finish him off in a very deliberate way. Thor sort of got lost in his emotions in a similar way as Star-Lord and could also have been responsible for Thanos." Then Joe added, "They make very human choices. I think if you learn anything from narrative is to put yourself inside the POV of someone, or the character itself. You should be able to empathize with them, understand the choices that they make." And what the Russo brothers are saying is true. They're trying to make us feel for the characters. They're trying to make us feel what they feel. Thor could have easily killed Thanos at the end. He throws Stormbreaker right into Thanos' chest, purposefully, might I add, to make him suffer. He doesn't want to grant him a quick death. He wants him to die slowly, and he wants to talk to him before he kills him. When Thor lands on the ground in front of Thanos, he stares at him as he walks towards him, and he takes his time when he walks towards him. Walking like a big shot, might I add. Then he grabs him by the back of the head, looks him in the eye, and says, "I told you, you'd die for that." This is him, of course, referring to Thanos killing Heimdall. And then he looks him in the eye again, staring him down, and digs the hammer even deeper into Thanos' chest. And in that scene, as he digs the hammer in his chest and Thanos screams out of pain, you could see Thor's face and how much the anger is still inside of him, but how much he enjoys getting his revenge for his brother Loki and for Heimdall and all the Asgardians that Thanos killed. And then Thanos begins to grumble a little bit, and Thor lets him talk. He wants to hear what he has to say because he thinks he's going to admit some sort of defeat. But then Thanos gives us his famous one-liner and says, "You should have gone for the head." And then bam, snaps his fingers and half of the universe is erased from existence. And Thor could have stopped him. Thor had a good 30 seconds to smash that hammer into his face. But he doesn't, because he lets his emotions get the best of him, because they're trying to portray him as a real person. So according to the Russo brothers, and logic really, if you're going to blame Star-Lord, you have to blame Thor too. But again, this is all irrelevant because everything went exactly as it was supposed to go. Doctor Strange went forward in time and saw over 14 million different scenarios in which they only won one, and that is the scenario that is happening at the end of Infinity War. We know this because at the very end, after the snap, as Doctor Strange is being wiped away from existence, he tells Tony that this was the only way. That means things are still going according to plan for that one scenario in which the Avengers beat Thanos. Well, that's it for this video. I hope it further clarifies to you that it wasn't really Star-Lord's fault, it wasn't Thor's fault, it was all supposed to happen. But regardless, let me know what you think. Do you still think it's Star-Lord's fault and Thor's fault? Or Are you convinced that this is all according to Doctor Strange's plan and the scenario in which they actually defeat Thanos? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button please. And also, again, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on Infinity War, Avengers 4, Marvel, and to be entered in our giveaway. Again, today's the last day. Thank you so much for watching. Woof woof.